we're back with part 2 of our Healthy Pantry Staples video, and we're going to cover the last 2 portions today. I'm going to start off talking about fruits and vegetables. There's all different forms of fruits and vegetables work in a healthy diet. Often people come to us and they say, well, I have to eat a low sodium diet, so I just stay away from canned vegetables, and we're here to tell you that they are good for you, and there are some that are very healthy choices. So when it comes to looking for those healthy choices, when you're in the canned fruit and vegetable aisle, look for things like the no salt added or low sodium canned vegetables like corn, beans, as we talked about in part 1 of our series. Del Monte does a pretty great job of offering no salt added varieties. So if you have a vegetable that you'd like that is in a can and they don't offer a low sodium variety, you can rinse it and it will bring down some of that sodium content. But again, those are going to be better choices to choose the ones that are already salt free and then still give them a rinse. The canned fruits, as far as those go, we really like the Essential Everyday. They do have a 100% juice packed pineapple that you can choose. If you're looking for a different type of fruit that they don't offer it packed in 100% juice, you can rinse that as well. We would just advise against using the kind in the syrups. Even if it's an extra light syrup, you're still adding a lot of unnecessary sugar and calories to fruit, and it's already sweet, so we don't need to be adding any extra sugar to that. These are great for not only kids, but also for adults that want to have a piece of fruit, but maybe don't have the time to cut up an apple or wash it, a fresh fruit. So any type of fruit cup that is packed in 100% fruit juice, very great choice. These squeeze applesauce pouches are a great option, especially if you're on the road. You want something that doesn't require like a fork and a plastic utensil situation, spilling the fruit cup in your car. Not good. So these are not only good for kids, but also for adults too. Hope and I really like these. They are 100% fruit purees. You can get just the plain unsweetened applesauce. You can also find the fruit blends with mango and apples, strawberry and apples mixed together. It's very good. If you're going to choose a dried fruit like raisins, just make sure that it doesn't have extra sugar added to it. This is a good choice. The Essential Everyday Raisins is only raisins in there, I can assure you. No sugar, so it's a very good choice. You can feel good about sprinkling it on top of a cereal like oatmeal, or mixing it with some trail mix, or taking it in your purse if you need a quick pick-me-up in the car when you're hungry. Again, with the applesauce cups that are unsweetened, that is a really good choice as well to have on hand for a quick snack, or trying to fill your plate the My Plate way. That does count for your fruit serving. And then also 100% fruit and vegetable juices. Those are a great way to get your fruits and your vegetables in if you're in a pinch and you, like I said earlier, don't have time maybe, or forgot that fruit on the counter. So if you don't like breakfast, doing like 100% V8 juice would be a really good choice. You can get those veggies in and start your day off right.
So next we're going to move on to dairy. We definitely recommend people get 3 servings of dairy a day. Most importantly, we are looking for you to get the calcium and vitamin D in your diet. So we actually have a dairy alternative. It's one of my favorites. It's almond milk. I know Melanie uses it a lot because her husband's allergic to dairy. So it's nice to have this on hand in your pantry, and it lasts a lot longer too. I get the unsweetened vanilla flavor because I like to use it in smoothies, but you can also just get the plain flavor and use it in like soups or different recipes. And what's great about this is it actually has more calcium than a glass of milk, so it's great when you're looking to boost your calcium intake. And we also like to use it if we're traveling, when you're camping or going somewhere where you don't have a lot of refrigeration. You can keep that on hand as well. Just make sure when you're looking at milk alternatives that you do find ones that are fortified with calcium and vitamin D. The next section would be condiments, and we could do a really great job of eating healthy and then blow it with the things that we're topping our foods with or preparing our foods in. So we want to make sure that we're cautious of things that might have extra sugars, extra fats, extra salt added. So these are some healthier pantry items that are going to be great to keep on hand when you're looking to flavor your food. Number 1 is always great to keep a healthy oil in the house, whether it be for cooking or baking. So Melanie and I both like to use olive oil and canola oil. These are very friendly when it comes to foods. Olive oil is great for cooking. Canola oil is great for baking. They're heart-healthy monounsaturated fats, so that's a great source of fat. And you also want to make sure that you try to look for more of the private label brands. This is our Wild Harvest organic private labels. That's going to be a great value. We also like to make our own salad dressing. A lot of times we get questions on what are some healthier salad dressings, and there's definitely some healthier salad dressings out there, but when I'm trying to prepare something and not wanting to like look at all the labels of salad dressings, I know I'm always going to have this on hand. So what you want to do is have your heart healthy extra virgin olive oil and then a healthy vinegar. So any of your balsamic vinegars, your red wine vinegars, your apple cider vinegars, they're all going to be low calorie, low fat, no added sodium. So those are great to keep on hand, and then you can add a little herbs and some spices to season that as well. Mustard is low fat, high flavor, low calorie condiment. I love it on everything, like in chicken salads, on any type of like turkey burgers, anything that you're going to make that you would usually use ketchup, you can use and substitute mustard as well. Salsas are great. They are high in antioxidants, very low in calories, so great to dip veggies in if you're looking for a quick snack, some whole grain tortilla chips, but I like them on baked potatoes, eggs. I put it in everything.
I know.
Super healthy, super good. Honey. Honey is a natural sweetener. We really like to put honey in our tea, but also oatmeal in the morning. Even like for when my kids are not feeling well, I always have honey because it helps coat their throat if they get a sore throat, so that's great to keep on hand as well. Non-stick cooking spray. When you're cooking, you always want to make sure that you're not coating your pan with too much butters and oils. So this comes in really handy. It's a low-cal way of coating the pan so it doesn't stick, and adding a little flavor too when you get like the butter flavor, the olive oil. Tabasco is great, gives your metabolism a boost, but it's great because it flavors a lot without adding too much. No calories, no fat hardly at all in Tabasco. And then your spices. That's the best way to season your food without adding a lot of fat and calories. So always keep spices on hand. They're actually high in antioxidants because they're so condensed, so people sometimes don't realize that you're going to get such a great health benefit from using spices. What I always have in my pantry, and Melanie does too, crushed red pepper to add a little like heat. You've got your crushed black pepper that you can put on anything. Garlic powder and onion powder, that's great on chicken and fish. You can use a low sodium Mrs. Dash. Those are salt free, but you can get a lot of different flavors like a Mexican flavor, a zesty flavor. And then cinnamon, of course, is great to use because that's going to give it more of a sweet flavor. It's got a lot of health benefits, great for oatmeal. You can sprinkle it in your coffee, even to flavor your coffee a little bit. And then basil and oregano is great when you're making Italian dishes. So these are just a few of the pantry items that we keep on hand. So follow these tips if you're looking to make your pantry a little bit healthier.